We love it here.
When can we go back?
Hey, folks, welcome back to Lake George This Week, your weekly dose of all things local, lovely, and a bit loony, right? What kind of car does a golfer's assistant drive? A Cadillac. That's right, we're talking golf this week. No, not the kind you mini putt around while the ice cream is melting in your hands. We're talking about 10 legitimate golf courses within 15 miles of Lake George Village. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the full Yelp review of each one, but let me just name drop a little bit of stuff. The gorgeous views. The only place, you've seen is the top of the world golf, where you're on top of the whole Lake George. It's beautiful. I've been there a few times. We're going to talk about it. Queensbury, great golf course, Queensbury Country Club. Even better if you don't mind an audience of squirrels silently judging everything you do there. Great places to play golf. You're going to love them. Lake George golfers are spoiled. Before I moved up to the Lake George area, when I first started getting into golf, I lived down in Queens. Not very many golf courses in Queens. Not a lot of room for golf courses in Queens, but there was a par 3 in Flushing Meadow Park. So I used to ride my motorcycle to the par 3 and get a putter and a pitch and a ball and play par 3, 9 holes. And before I went to work, I worked 4 to 12, 4 to midnight in Manhattan. And I would drive my motorcycle into Manhattan. And then I got cute and I started getting my own clubs and everything. So I have to ride with the clubs in the motorcycle. But we would go to the par 3. And, it's a nice little place. You felt like you were in the country, even though you were in the middle of Queens. And they had a little golf cart guy. We would walk the course, of course. It was only a par 3, but they had a golf cart guy with a cooler full of beer and sodas, and he would meet you along the way, and you would buy beer and sodas as you went around. It was a great experience, way to get exposed to golf. Of course, I did play a couple of tournaments down there, local charity things, and a couple of courses, bigger courses down there. But then I moved up to the Lake George area in 2006, and the amount of golf courses blew me away. I mean, it really is a golfer's paradise. Let's just jump into it.
Hey! It's time for the local spotlight.
This week on the local business spotlight, before we chip back into the fairway of fun, it's time for the local business spotlight. This week, it's the Barber Parlor in Hudson Falls. Jamie, the head barber over there, she keeps me podcast ready every week. I get better looking every day, and she keeps up with it, keeps me going. Let me tell you, I would look like I just crawled out of the sand trap if it wasn't for Jamie. So if you need to tame your back 9, go to the Booksy app and book your appointment, or you could do a walk-ins on Saturday. Tell them Jim sent you from the podcast, and she's going to give you the best haircut of your life, guarantee it.
And now, the local spotlight.
So what is a golfer's favorite sandwich? Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Drum roll for that one. Peanut butter and jelly. All right. So like I said, there's 10 golf courses within 15 miles of Lake George Village. And the first one, the one that I would recommend if you could not go anywhere else, okay, you'd want to go to Top of the World Golf Resort. 18-hole course integrated seamlessly into the natural landscape. The course is open to the public and has unparalleled views of Lake George. I'm not kidding you. It'll blow you away. The views from there will just blow you away. Let me see if I can get some more information for you here. Okay, Top of the World Golf Course, actually golf resort, is a 441 Lockhart Mountain Road, okay, in Lake George, New York, 12845, okay. I'm pretty sure it's got a restaurant up there, if I remember right. Really nice little place. What else? Yeah, it's got a restaurant, Top of the World restaurant. You could rent rooms there. They've got rooms that are on like accommodations, so you can actually build a whole trip around it and go to the hotels. And they have wedding events and planning a wedding or another event. Great stuff. So yeah, check that out. And that's Top of the World. You're not going to be disappointed with Top of the World Golf Course. Great place. And so number 2 on the list is another great place. A lot of local. A lot of the celebrities that come to the Lake George area end up going to the Sagamore. Donald Ross designed the beautiful hillside course in the Sagamore Resort in Bolton Landing, which is right up the road, still on Lake George, up Route 9N. The first elevated tee offers a brilliant view of Lake George and the surrounding mountains. Great. Sagamore is a great place. It's stay. It's a 4-star hotel. Great, right on the lake. You're gonna love it. Check that out. Let's check out. Let me see if I can get you the address of this one. Okay, so it's 110 Sagamore Road in Bolton Landing, New York, 12814. Like I said, you can book, or you can rent a hotel room, book a hotel room, and get the golf course in the hotel and be right on the lake. Boat rentals, docks, the whole 9 yards, beaches. There's a local number is 518-644-9400, and there's a reservation number 866-384-1944. You're not going to be disappointed. The Sagamore Resort. Okay, the Sagamore Resort. Number three is the Queensbury Country Club. Just 10 minutes from Lake George is Queensbury Country Club, meticulously maintained 18-hole course. There's also a practice facility on site, and it including a driving range and a putting green. Really nice place, open to the public. Go down to Queensbury Country Club. I'll give you some more information on this one. All these places are just incredible places to play golf. And you should play them all. It's a 907 State Route 907 State Route 149 in Lake George, 12845. Okay, and that's the QueensburyCountryClub.com. Tee times are from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Call ahead to arrange a time. You'll check in the back of the building through the pro shop window. The driving range is temporarily closed, and there are no carts. You must walk the course. Okay, so right now that's what's going on over there. You must walk the course. Visit their website to get more information. Number 4 on the list is the Highland Golf Club. Highland Golf Club, it's a course, features 18 holes with a par of 72. Stephen Kay designed the course, and its overall rating is a 72.8. Okay, 72.8. Highland. It's on 195 Haviland Road in Queensbury, New York, 12804. Great place. You check that out. You're not going to want to miss that golf course. It's right up on there. And if you're hitting all the golf courses, you want to make sure to hit the Highland. Okay. Number 5, Bay Meadows. Bay Meadows is one that I've been to quite a few times. It's challenging yet fun. It's a 9-hole course at Bay Meadows Golf Club. It's a great family-friendly attraction. Take advantage of the 5 on-site PGA Tour simulators to keep your game sharp all year. Those things are great. Do you ever play one of those? Yeah, but it's a 9-hole quick game. You don't have to worry about killing the whole day. If you just have an hour or 2 hours to kill, you go to the Bay Meadows Golf Club 9-hole course. Pretty good. You're still getting the 9 holes. You're still getting the full-size course, but only in 9 holes instead of a half a game instead of a full 18 rounds. All right. And Bay Meadows, of course, is 31 Cronin Road in Queensbury, 12804. Cronin Road, 31 Cronin Road. Number 6 is another one that I've been to many, many, many times. Sunnyside, the Sunnyside Par 3 golf course. Golfers of all ages can enjoy Sunnyside's 9-hole course, including the younger members of your family. You can even golf under the lights at night. You want to bring your girlfriend, your wife, your kids, people who are, you want to expose people to golf. If let's say you're on vacation, you're the golfer, and maybe you got some teenage kids, or maybe your wife is interested in the game. You want to go to the Sunnyside Par 3, and it's a lot of fun. It's easy to do. Par 3, everything is close. You have a couple of clubs, very, very relaxed. You don't have to worry about the old timers getting on your case because you're doing things wrong on the course. That was always a thing. You never do that on the big course. We used to go to the Par 3 in Flushing Meadow Park in Queens, and same thing. It'd be like you would never do that on the big course. We all kind of, I don't even know what we did wrong back then. We did all kinds of things that were against the unwritten rules of the course. Okay, number seven on the list is the Glens Falls Country Club. Okay, the Glens Falls Country Club joined the ranks of the more than 300 individuals who are members of the Glens Falls Country Club. The course was designed by Donald Ross and is considered to be among the Northeastern's finest. The Glens Falls Country Club is private, so you must be a member or invited by a member in order to play there. Sorry, folks. It's a closed club, Glens Falls Country Club. But if you know somebody, or maybe you can find out if you know somebody, there's 300 members. You can check it out. Maybe they have a list, and maybe you can get invited. Maybe you have contacts in the Glens Falls Country Club. Okay. Number 8 is a very interesting course, the Bend of the River Golf Club. Now, I've been in and around this course, but I haven't played it. Okay, it's very, very interesting course. I'll say that it's set up along the bend of the river, so it's really best set up around the river, and the river kind of goes like this: the Hudson, the Upper Hudson. Not the dirty Hudson, but it's kind of very, very, very bendy. So it's a 9-hole course at the Bend of the River Club. No tee time required. A variety of weekly leagues are also available for men, women, couples, and seniors. And let me get you the address for the Bend of the River Golf Club. Okay, even though it's only 9 holes, they do have golf carts available. It's 5 Park Avenue in Hadley, New York. It's not too far. It's about maybe 15, 20 minutes from Lake George Village. Like I said, within 15 miles. And that's Bend of the River Golf Club. There is a phone number, 518-696-3415. Again, 696-3415, 518 area code. And the tee times starting to play from April 19th through the season. Yep, check it out. You're going to love it. Really interesting. I'm looking at pictures of it right now, and it's really a beautiful, right by the river golf club. Number nine is Kingsbury National Golf Club. Kingsbury National Golf Club is an 18-hole course, overlooks Vermont's Green Mountains, and has a par of 72. If you're tight on time, you can opt to play just 9 holes. So it's got an option to play 9 holes. They'll only charge you for the 9 holes, so that's a good option. The Kingsbury National Golf Club. Let's see if I can get you some more information on that one. Par 72, not bad. So it's 111 Country Route 41 in Hudson Falls. So 111 Country Route 41 in Hudson Falls. Hudson Falls is right up the road from Lake George, pretty close. Like I said, between 15, I would say, depending on traffic, 15 minutes or so, you probably make it there from downtown Lake George. And that is the Kingsbury National Golf Club. And number 10, and these are not in any particular order, although some of the heavy hitters were up front. Cronin's Golf Resort. You'll find Cronin's Golf Resort and its 18-hole championship golf course in the heart of the Adirondacks, just a short drive from Lake George. The course is beautifully situated along the Hudson River and is a par 70. All right, so it's a little bit more challenging, par 70. And let's open this up and see if I can get you the address. Sure, it's Golf Course Road in Warrensburg, New York. Okay, so it's right up on Warrensburg. Golf Course Road, okay? Check that out. It'll come right up if you do a search. Cronin's Golf Resort, okay? Cronin's Golf Resort.
And now for something completely different.
Share the podcast with a friend. Sharing is caring. If you found it interesting, if you know somebody who enjoys the Lake George region as much as we do, share it with your buddy, your cousin, your friend, your siblings, your father, your mother, your mailman, whoever that's going on vacation in Lake George. Just share the podcast. Let's help us to grow. Don't share it with the grumpy neighbor. Okay, you can leave him off the list. But maybe you want to include him because you might need something to smile about. So you might want to include him, right? So what do you call a police van filled with golfers' assistants? A caddy wagon. Oh, hey, if you're a local business, a performer, or a celebrity in hiding in Lake George, if you're living near Lake George, I want to feature you in the podcast. So, head over to lakegeorgethisweek.com. There'll be a way to email me and let me know what's going on with you, and we'll get you on the podcast. You bring the story, I'll bring the mic. Okay, is that a deal? All right, folks, that's the end of the episode, Lake George This Week. Whether you're a scratch golfer or just here for the golf cart vibes, thanks for tuning in. Plenty of places around the area to enjoy the golf. Golf's a wonderful sport to get out in nature, enjoy grass, greens. It's just beautiful. It's great to get out in nature. But next week, we're going to be diving into one of the most controversial topics of all times, the best pizza parlors of the Lake George area. Which one delivers the best? Which one has the best deep dish? Which one has the best cheese? Which one has the best subs? Which one has the fastest time in deliveries? I've got sauce on my shirt, cheese in my heart, and my opinions are hotter than a fresh slice. Until then, keep it local, keep it light. And if your golf game is terrible, just remember, you're working on your mental focus. And did you hear about the golfer who only swung halfway? He nearly had a stroke. And remember, where is the lie in golf? It's in the scorecard. Did you know there was an Egyptian pharaoh that loved to play golf? King Putt. Did you hear about the golfer whose shot landed in the record store? He broke 3 records.